What is up guys, JGP Aquatics here, and today I'm going to do a water change, and I'm going to do kind of like a how-to water change in a flower horn. And I'm going to go step by step on the water conditioner I use, the equipment I use, and yeah man, let's just get started and yeah, let's get to it. So let me put y'all down real quick. Right there. Alrighty. So usually my first thing I do is I kind of just scrub off whatever is on the tank itself. So I don't know if y'all know, but if y'all ever go to fish stores or any fish place, they always have some type of white crust on the fish tanks, and that's sometimes calcium from the water. It's a normal thing for it to be all over the tank. Sometimes there is a lot of calcium in the water. I know my water has a lot of calcium in it, but I try to maintain as much as or however clean I can, So with that being said, I clean off the calcium. Dexter doesn't really have that much, so what I'm going to do is disconnect it. I'll open this tank. And yeah, just get the scrub. And with this, all you want to do is just do light circles. You don't really want to go too, that's pretty much how you got to do it. I'll show you. Check it out. Please get it. And it sticks. So all you got to do is just swirl it. And in this process, I like to leave the filter on. The reason being is because whenever you're scrubbing all that calcium, all the filter just goes in the intake and it just filters it out and it cleans it. So at the same time, you're not just scuffing off all that calcium and then all of it's just going all over the tanks. So it just, goes in one place. That way you can't really breathe it in too much. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take out the thermometer, but he will bite me, so I'm just gonna wait. He doesn't really have that much calcium on it today because I did do a 10% water change on, I believe it was Saturday. I did a 10% water change on both of them. And all I do is I just siphon out their poop. I just literally just go in with the vacuum gravel. One of these. So this is a vacuum gravel. All you got to do is just pump it and it siphons out the water, and then it just starts to bring out all the water, and it just filters out whatever. It has a filter in here, so it just filters out the poop from the water. So it does suck up the poop all the way in. So, and you just suck it up 10%, and I usually just take out the poop. It really doesn't have to be 10% of a difference. To me, 10% probably like right here, 20%, and then 50 is when I do every 3 days. So every 3 days I change out 50% of the tank, halfway, right around right around there. I really like to have it dead on 50%, because I feel like it just 50% of their bacteria, their established bacteria, stays in the tank, and that way you don't shock the tank. And sometimes when you shock the tank, they do have trouble breathing. You start noticing stress stripes, and their colors start to change. And sometimes they'll corner themselves in the corner of the tank. You just see them drop, just whoop, and they just fall all the way down, and they stay there until they recuperate. And it does take a minute. What I do is I have these lights on top, so I do turn off all the lights when I'm acclimating them, when I'm putting in the new water in the tank. I usually just turn off the lights because I don't know if y'all know, but when you acclimate a fish, when you buy a fish from the fish store and you have them in a bag, you put them in the tank, you let it acclimate for like 15 minutes just so they can get a feel of the temperature of the water. And that way it won't be such a drastic change from, either hot to cold or warm to hotter, you know what I mean? So vice versa, whatever. So yeah, I like to do that just to keep it on the safe side, guys. I will try to keep this video kind of short. I don't really want this video to be too long. If this video is too long, I will make a part 2. But so bear with me, guys. I'm not gonna scrub the rest of the tank. It's clean, you know. I'll scrub it next time. I just don't want to do it right now because I'm recording. So yeah, y'all got the whole gist of it. Slightly, you know, just little circles back and forth, go all the way around the tank. I go all 360 around the tank. The only hard part is I have both tanks and it's probably like 3 inches of space in between them. And my hand, you know, I can't really shove this thing with my hand in there. So I have kind of trouble. So the middle parts, or the 2 middle walls of the tank, they're kind of, you know, a little bit dirty, but hey. Next time I'll know and I'll just separate the tanks a little bit, but for now, it's all good. So yeah, let me show you how I use the vacuum grabber. This is probably like my favorite freaking thing of the fish hobby, guys. This thing is a freaking lifesaver. Like, I was a skeptic about it because I really didn't know how to, like, you know, use it, honestly, even though it's common sense. But I mean, I was just weird about it because I was just like, man, like, I was trying to avoid cleaning the tank, guys. I was trying to see, you know, what filter can I buy just so I can not clean the tank. But that's impossible, guys. You always have to clean the tank, no matter what. I mean, if you want to fish, you're going to have fish care, guys. So what I do is I shove my hand in there, and I take his little thing out. But I just don't want him to bite me, because he will bite me. So I take his little thing, put it in the sink. And then this one I turn the filter off. So I turn the filter off, and then I turn the heater off. I leave the bubbler on. Just so he can still have oxygen, you know, still breathing. Because then when I turn it off, he just trips out and he just goes to the corner of the tank. So yeah, 1 second, guys. Okay, so I did want to show y'all the conditioner I use. So this is the Stability by Seachem. This one is a freaking awesome. It establishes the bacteria. So whenever you do change the water or change any filter in the tank or anything in the tank, you know, supplies wise, you know, ornament wise, you always want to just throw a little capful or 2 capfuls of this. This just reassociates the bacteria from the, I guess from the, you know, just from the previous established bacteria. You get that old bacteria back, and it establishes faster. That way you won't get new tank syndrome, and that's exactly what is the main cause of fish death. So, you know, new tank syndrome is the new cause. I did cut myself, guys, so I am trying to just not show it on camera. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be as honest as possible, but hey, you know, things happen. It's life. So I'm gonna try to deal with it as I record. It's all good. It's all good. Alrighty. So the next one is the Prime. The Prime is the concentrated conditioner. It's more for chlorine and chloramine. Detoxifies ammonia, nitrite, nitrate. This just, you know, it's kind of like an ammonia lock, I like to say, because it does establish the ammonia and then it locks it. So it keeps it at a safe level so it will never spike up. Because I know sometimes when you get a little lazy, you don't clean your tank for like a week, let's say 2 weeks, you know, give it more of an emphasis. 2 weeks of not cleaning your tank, guys, can really impact your tank when you do you know, a water change or any type of filter change or anything. The reason why is because the bacteria in there gets so, you know, accustomed to the new environment that they make their own parameters in the water. So it's more of like they establish themselves and then, you know, recolonize, and they just make more and more bacteria. So it just you know, yeah, you're gonna have a tank full of bacteria. So just to keep in mind. But I mean, this just basically locks the ammonia, doesn't spike up for any reason. So that way, in case you do get a little lazy and don't clean your tank, guys, you know, just throw an extra cap in there and, you know, leniently another week and like a couple days. I really wouldn't go more than a week and a half, 2 weeks. Because the reason I mean, you just don't want to, you just don't, guys, because your fish will react to anything, any parameters in the tank, and it'll be bad. So back to what I was saying, I really need to get this thing. So yeah, another thing that I wanted to tell y'all. I did buy these new thermometers, and they are not that good, guys. I am kind of disappointed. I'm really not complaining, but the reason why I need a new thermometer is because Dexter's big old head, this dude freaking, he hits the tank. He hits the freaking thermometer against the tank. And the thermometers I have in there right now, they're freaking glass. And they're kind of hollow. It's really thin glass. It's not durable, like, you know, it can survive a couple hits. Like, nah. That thing will freaking bust on him, and all the mercury would just release in the tank. And that's one of the reasons why I want to go and get two new thermometers. They're kind of just like stick-on the tanks. I kind of don't like them, guys, honestly. I'll show y'all them. They're called Great Choice LCD thermometer strips. I don't know. I don't recommend these. I did have my hands on some other ones, but they were $6. These were $4. So I figured, you know, I'm gonna save $2 and get these, but I kind of regret it because the other ones, as soon as I touched the back of the pack, the freaking thermometer started reacting to my hand, to the temperature of my hand. And I was like, what the heck? I was tripping. I was like, what the heck? Like, I mean, they're really that good, you know? So it's like, nah, you know what? I'll just get the cheap ones, save money, and I learned my lesson, guys. So don't go cheap when you want to take care of your fish, guys, for sure. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this right now. So I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna do part 2 on this. You're gonna see me siphon out everything. So we'll be back, guys. JGP Aquatics, part 1 on how to clean a fish tank, flower horns. I don't know,